The Lord bless you, YouTube family. I am so sorry I didn't get a message up last night. The Lord began speaking to me last night, but there were some things that were still too close to the recent events, and my heart was just not clear, and I really wasn't able to hear Him as clearly as I wanted to. And I didn't want to pass along to you anything that may have contained strains of my own emotions or feelings. And I really needed a break, really been tired and kind of overwhelmed answering correspondence. This is kind of a learning process for me. I've never done this before. And I really want to be in touch with everyone. So sometimes, like yesterday, I spent probably 4 or 5 hours answering messages, and I still have something like 30 emails that are worthy of a response, and I don't know how many. Well, actually, yesterday I was working on comments, and today I'm going to try and work on messages. So please be patient with me. I'm really sorry that I didn't post anything last night, and I'm sorry if I haven't answered you yet. There were like 4 or 5 pages of comments that I had to go all the way back to the beginning and start and go through them and make sure everybody got an answer. I'm sorry I didn't get anything up last night, and I didn't mean to alarm you or worry you. I'm fine. I'm just a little tired, and still not quite over recent events. Just the denouncement from former people who used to listen to our channel. It shouldn't bother me, but it does. And I forgive them, and I'm over that part. It's just that, I'm human, and I have my own emotions to deal with. And we get worn out sometimes. We've kind of been under pressure that way. And all of you have been so sweet and so kind and gone so far out of your way for a show of support, and I really, really appreciate that. But I'm wanting to move on at this point and keep going. And I didn't realize last night when the Lord started speaking to me that I still had some feelings that were hurting, and it really interfered with me hearing Him last night. And Ezekiel said, "Honey, you probably need to just put it up for tonight." He's my discernment. He's my covering. He's very good at what he does. Very good at what he does. So when he said that, I just decided to do exactly what he said, because obedience to your covering is extremely important. Having your own opinion and wanting your own way and doing your own thing is very dangerous. When he realized that I was having a bit of a hard time last night, he counseled me to just put it up and rest. And that was good counsel. So I just follow that. I don't even have my own mind about it. If he says something, I do whatever he says, because I've seen the Lord working through him so many times. I just don't question anymore. So that's why there was no message last night. I'm terribly sorry. But the other thing is, guys, our channel is all about teaching you discernment and hearing from the Lord. So I don't want you to get addicted to me. I'm just a vessel bringing something. I want you guys all to be vessels. I want you to cultivate your gift of hearing from the Lord. And we've gone through great pains to put playlists together on intimacy and discernment for a specific reason, because we want you guys to grow up into the discernment and hearing from the Lord the same way that He has brought us up. So please don't get addicted to me. So just as a word of advice to you, I've noticed that a lot of questions that you write to me and ask me would be answered or have been answered in depth in videos that we've done and posted. So just to understand a little bit about how YouTube works, if you're new to YouTube, you go to my homepage, which says Still Small Voice, and you'll notice that right underneath the name Still Small Voice and underneath the banner, there are different little headings. One says Home, one says Videos, Playlists, Channels, Discussion, and About. Now, the videos will give you a complete list of all the videos that I've ever done, back to the beginning. And if you want to get the first video I've ever done, you go all the way to the back, the bottom, keep going back until you get to the last page, which would be the first video I ever did. The playlists is another option there under Still Small Voice. The playlists will show you material that we have put together that's in one topic. And like, for instance, discernment, the fingerprints of the enemy, and all the things that we've done on discerning the voice of the Lord, which is so important, is under the discernment playlist. Then there'll be another playlist about intimacy with the Lord. I'm calling you to intimacy. And that will have all our videos on intimacy. And then we have another playlist that's about is music for the bridal chamber or music for intimacy. And that's what I've compiled to help you come into that secret place. And those are different musicians on YouTube that are highly anointed to bring us into that sweet space. I'm going to go to that right now, and I'm going to give you kind of a lowdown of what's there, because I want you to have at your fingertips the things that you need. Prophetic messages to my bride, that's very much about different events that are to happen. They're prophetic. That has 37 videos on it. Timely instructions, those are recent messages. Left Behind, what's next? That's for the left behind. And it's also got some very interesting things about what's going to happen once we're taken. And I've advised everyone to put those into notebooks for their family. I just opened a new one called The Apocalypse. Discernment and fingerprints of the enemy. Extremely important. So important. This is what we have to do to get close to the Lord. And you know, so many people are not willing to take the time to go deeper. I've had people say, your videos are too long. We don't watch them because they're too long. But you'll sit and watch a movie for an hour and a half, and that's just fleeting entertainment. But a video that's 20 minutes long where the Lord himself is speaking to me for most of that time, you don't have the time to listen to. And this is the reason why people don't get the kind of relationship with the Lord that we have. They're not willing to invest the time. It takes an investment of time to get to this place. So the discernment and fingerprints of the enemy is a very important playlist. And once you click on a playlist, you can view it. There's a little thing at the bottom of the title that says view the full playlist, 26 videos on discernment. Or you can just click on discernment, fingerprints of the enemy, and it will bring up all 26 videos, and you can listen to them sequentially. Next, we have a playlist on the rapture, and a lot of that is prophetic, and some of it is Will I Make the Rapture? This is something, it's only a 4-minute long video, but this is something that a lot of people are asking. Will I make the rapture? And we took the time to really outline that for you so that you could assess that yourself in your own heart, in your own conscience before the Lord. You could understand what position you're in concerning the rapture. Because there's a lot of different opinions out there, and some of them are very, very harsh and damaging. So we took the time to do that. That actually, the rapture has 53 videos that we've done on that subject. Then worship songs to bring us to the garden of his heart. A lot of Terry McAlmond's songs are in there. Some of ours are in there. Carrie Job's songs are in there. And it's 25 videos. It's 25 songs. And as you listen to those songs, you can really, really enter into that precious, precious place with the Lord. Well, that playlist is called Worship Songs to Bring Us to the Garden of His Heart. And then I'm Calling You to Intimacy. And there's 28 videos on that. And the first one is very long. It's an hour and 12 minutes. Well, there's a reason for that. It lays all of the scriptural groundwork for intimacy with the Lord, convincing you, totally convincing you that that is His will for you, that you are to be intimately in communication with Him. And it takes time. But you don't have to listen to that video. But if you do, if you have any qualms about being close to the Lord, any fears or anything like that, that video will really help you. It will really give you a clear scriptural basis for continuing to press in to be close to Him and to hear from Him. Then I have another playlist, Clare's Music, which is our music. Most of it was written for this time to encourage people. And then Ezekiel's music and Testimonials we're listening to is another playlist at other people's videos. And that's about it. So we have several playlists that we've put together for you to help you come into that beautiful, blossoming relationship with the Lord, where you guys can really, really enter into His heart and be with Him. I love you guys so much, and I'm so blessed that you're longing for a deeper relationship with the Lord. And I pray that you will avail yourself of these playlists and that they will help you. I love you, YouTube family. The Lord bless you, and keep me in your prayers. And I think probably the Lord will speak to me tonight, but I can't assume that, although He has said He would speak to me every night, and He has so far. But hopefully I'll be recovered enough to hear Him really clearly. I love you all. You're very, very precious to me. And remember, this relationship that I have with Him is only a mirror image of what He wants to have with you.